Welcome to the 50th Gala anniversary of Temple Beth Emet. My name is Mark Greenfield. I am the president of Temple Beth Emet. I am standing here in the lobby and right next to the June Beck Tree of Life. Now, when we have a memorable occasion in our temple and we have something that we want to remember forever, we buy a leaf. And that will help us remember forever, and we can share it with the rest of the temple. We are going to have a great evening. We have great food, we have great entertainment, and we have a silent auction with stuff that you guys are gonna love. So settle in for the best evening of your life, the 50th Gala of Temple Beth Emet.
And I love this temple. I feel very honored. I really do, to be a member of this temple.
And I love the Temple Beth Emet, temple with a heart.
Tonight, a celebration of Temple Beth Emet of Burbank, the one they call the Temple with a Heart.
A group of people who either joined Emmanuel or went to Emmanuel services and were turned off. And they said, you know what, we need to have our own temple because that place is not liberal enough for us. And they did, and the founding fathers like the Blums, Helen Pappert, some of the other families, started a synagogue.
The year was 1958. Burbank was a growing city. Families were moving to the San Fernando Valley and buying homes. And 10 reform-minded Jewish families decided they needed a place to worship. The temple had its first service in the chapel of the United First Methodist Church on March 7th, 1958. Less than a month later, the congregation held its first annual community Passover Seder, and a few months later elected Hank Blum as its first president. Roughly 2 years later, the small congregation decided it needed a home of its own. And with the assistance of a temple member who was also a realtor, Beth Emet purchased a house near Magnolia and 3rd in Burbank to serve as its synagogue.
It was a very warm congregation, very not real formal. It was more informal, and it was a lot of singing, and everybody was so friendly.
In the early days, the congregation was led by a series of rabbis, some of them student rabbis. But in 1965, Rabbi William M. Kramer became the spiritual leader, and some might say he put Temple Beth Emet on the map.
Well, we came to Temple Beth Emet because Rabbi Kramer had married us.
He was not only a rabbi, but a professor, a lawyer, a scholar, and as one website described him, he was a mensch.
Best way to describe Rabbi Kramer, physically we used to tease him because he was also an actor as well as a lawyer and a professor. He looked like the rabbi from Central Casting, the long white beard. He used to look 90 when he was 50, and we made lots of jokes. But there was a huge amount of depth to him.
He was a very unusual person. He was a very brilliant man, very learned.
His charisma attracted more people to the temple, and he wasn't shy about tackling controversial issues. His house of prayer was a house of prayer for all peoples, welcoming interfaith couples and welcoming everyone.
And Rabbi was a man that community was everything to. He was vilified, I have to say, by doing mixed marriages when it was not in favor. And but he said, why should I close a door when I can leave a door open?
His philosophy was that if you reject marrying an interfaith couple, you lose them both.
In 1977, the city of Burbank decided it needed the land on which the temple stood for its downtown redevelopment. And it offered Temple Beth Emet a deal, a site on Buena Vista and Clark, not far from the Disney Studios. The temple was literally picked up from one location and transported to its new site, and then enlarged to its present size.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Judaism, such as holidays, just certain items, prayers, learning Hebrew, learning how to read it.
And I've watched the school grow, but I've watched a lot of children come through the program. And we've been very successful, I think. When the kids come, they come up with a good knowledge of Judaica.
The temple is not just a house of worship. It's also a place to teach and reach the next generation. Here, Rabbi is teaching a student the traditions of the sukkah. From the beginning, the temple had its pride and joy. It's religious school.
The best thing about Hebrew school is choir.
The best thing about Hebrew school is Robin.
The best thing about Hebrew school that I like is arts and crafts.
The best thing about Hebrew school is the rabbi.
The best thing in Hebrew school is my teacher.
The best thing about Hebrew school is the licorice.
You could say it's a temple with a sense of humor. One big treat of Purim is to guess which costume the rabbi will show up in. And at our community Seder, it looks like Moses just dropped in. A temple, of course, is a sanctuary, a place to pray, and a place to find peace. Beth Emet began as a Reform temple and now calls itself an independent Reform. But it is really a unique experience.
This is my comfort place. This is the place that I can come whether I'm well, ill, happy, or sad. It's the rabbi and the people here, the camaraderie between the people that come here every Friday night. It's your family. We welcome new people. It's just a joy to come here.
The people, the friendliness of the people, the way we treat each other, the way we love each other and care for each other. It's very much a small town temple.
The high holiday services take place at St. Jude's Episcopal Church.
I feel very honored. I really do, to be a member of this temple. It's done so much for me. It's really quite something, this temple.
Temple Beth Emet takes its slogan, "The Temple with a Heart," seriously. It strives not only to be a community, but to be part of the larger community of Southern California. And on one Sunday a month, the Men's Club takes over Blum Hall and offers breakfast, and sometimes a bull session on the issues of the day.
A wonderful organization. We get together once a month on Sunday and argue.
Many women belong to the sisterhood. That not only serves Kiddush on Friday nights, but plans and organizes most of the holiday celebrations at the temple. As Temple Beth Emet enters its 51st year, wrapped in friendship and love, and as always on Simchat Torah, in the Torah itself, and many people want to wish this small, unique temple joy.
Happy anniversary, Temple Beth Emet, a great 50th.
Hi everybody, this is Lucy. I just want to wish the Temple with a Heart a happy 50th anniversary.
We just want to wish Temple Beth Emet a happy anniversary on its 50th anniversary. You bless us very much in our relationship, and we look forward to many more years of being together. God bless you.
Happy 50th anniversary, Temple Beth Emet.
Praise Shabbat Shalom. Happy 50th anniversary, Temple Beth Emet. We love you and we sing for you.
Happy 50th anniversary, Temple Beth Emet.